I don't want the content that I'm pushing out into the universe to come back to me in attacking thoughts, shortages, voids, obstacles, fear, all of these other things that you don't want. My goal in life is to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of my potential. If I haven't used every ounce of energy to provide value and be of service, I've ruined the day. I'm building a brand the last 3.5 years for one purpose. I want to empower over 1 billion people to be happy. That will empower 1,000 people in your lifetime to empower 1,000 people simply to be happy, to make more money, help more people, and have more fun. We have to think about the ideas that we have. I'm very, very disciplined about my ideas. If I have a negative thought, I cancel it. If I have a negative belief, I clear my mind. And if I have the wrong energy, I shift it and I change my energy, because I don't want the content that I'm pushing out into the universe to come back to me in attacking thoughts, shortages, voids, obstacles, fear, all of these other things that you don't want. So we have to know what content we have and we're sharing. Whenever I have a negative thought, or I find myself attacking someone else or having judgments, or myself even, let alone when my mind says something I don't want to hear, or someone says something about me I don't want to hear, I just say cancel. So at a conscious level, I'm training my conscious to cancel anything negative because I don't want it. Then if it keeps coming back, then I know it's part of the 40,000 of the same thoughts I have in my subconscious. So now I breathe and I'll just say clear. And I'll know, see, cancel can cancel right away. Clear takes repetition, right? Because I can say clear and then it'll come back an hour later, then it'll come back at night before I go to bed, which is a normal time for your subconscious to start bothering you, or right when you wake up, right? Which will exhaust you, right? Things grow arms and legs right before you go to bed and when you wake up. Instead, I create an unwinding routine so I don't allow that to happen. But I use the word clear. So cancel the simple things, practice not taking in negative thoughts. So any negative energy, fear is a negative energy. So what I do is physically cancel it, even out loud. If I start feeling fear, because the last thing I want to do is focus in on what I don't want. You guys are in school, so the easiest one that happened in my whole life, all the school I did, I would go in, especially in law school, man, I hope this isn't on the test. Because you got one test when you're in law school at the end. Oh God, I hope they don't ask about this. Hope they don't ask about this. Hope they don't call on me. Hope they don't call on me. Dave, please rise for recitation. Shit. That's exactly how life works. So what do? Minute it comes in my head, I hope this isn't on, boom, cancel. I just tell myself, cancel. It's not gonna be on there. This is what's gonna be on there, what I want to be on there. This is the question that's gonna be on there. I know this question. I know this question. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Cancel, cancel, cancel. I literally, it's in my book. I cancel, clear, and connect. What happens, just real quick, our bodies have a cellular structure and a cellular memory. And so we have 10,000 new thoughts a day. 10,000 new thoughts. And if we don't control them, they start going into our subconscious, and we have 40,000 of the same thoughts every day. That's why some things bother us and keep coming back, because they're in our subconscious. And those subconscious thoughts create neural pathways in our brain that create efficiencies. It's a rewiring of the brain. So how do we rewire the brain, which eventually goes to our unconscious, so we carry an energy or deactivate the genetics we don't want? By the first 10,000 data points that we're getting every day. So if we got garbage in, we're gonna get garbage out and attract more garbage. If you put good stuff in, what you want, it goes to your subconscious. Now you don't gotta work for it anymore. It's just every day, I'm grateful. Like, I know that gratitude's in my unconscious competency now. But it took me 9 months, talk about, I told you I'm one of the biggest hypocrites. I was still on stage telling people, just say thank you. 30 straight days, it'll change your life. It took me 9 months to do 30 straight days. That's how far in my own way. And what a hypocrite we all are. I'm my biggest hypocrite. So make sure you're controlling the 10,000, be aware of the 40,000, so you can benefit from the unconscious competency of energetic and genetic attraction. I'm the biggest hypocrite in the world, right? And once you get out there giving advice to people and writing books and speaking, you become a really big hypocrite because you're still human. So with 3 teenage daughters, I literally sometimes would tell them, don't give it any energy, give them understanding and pray for their happiness. The same philosophy. Then I'd get on to, the old man of Instagram and have someone troll me and my feelings were hurt.
Yeah,
right?
And it could be anything. And that's what I always tell people. Yes, you remember when people are nice to you, but you always remember that time someone said something mean to you. It could go back 50 years, 70 years. You always remember that one time being bullied. And it really just sticks with you.
In the brain, this is interesting because I've studied this, because it's more negative and positive energy.
Yeah.
So the brain, negative information, negative energy, takes up more of your brain than if a positive thought. So that's why we dwell on the losses, we dwell on the mistakes, we dwell on the negative things that people say. And I think it's so important to try to switch things around. I love now, anyone that trolls me or says anything negative,
I will literally say almost the same thing. Hey, I really want to understand where you're coming from. Here's my cell phone. Call
Yeah,
me.
no.
And the ones that actually call are like the hugest fans, and they apologize.